But he's also got the Borderlands logo for reasons.
Yeah. I might get the Hammond Robotics logo maybe. I don't know. Round my asshole or something. I don't know.
Shit all over the IMC.
Like Atlas or something. I don't know. All right, let's get started.
Prepare for Titan drop. Yeah, Titan fall.
3, 2, 1.
Ready in 60 seconds.
Feels like an ogre. Oh, it's an ogre. Oh, thank God it was just a strider.
No. Right.
No, you don't want a strider.
You want a strider?
No, you don't.
They're so fast you wipe and you don't get anything.
Yeah. Move it all over the place. Shit.
Oh, dear. That was the last time I had sex with a midget. Hello everyone, SkeelsyShoota here, and I have a fairly momentous panel this evening. This evening. It's English time for Jamie. Jamie is the Ruffle Raptor, youtube.com/the Ruffle Raptor. The other guest, as you would have seen from a previous episode, is Heelllllloooo. He's from the Overindulgence podcast. Be sure to check them both out and check out their stuff. It's episode, what are we up to? 21. We're now legal in the United States. Ron, you are now able to make said advances on American women. Thanks to week number 21 on this podcast. He's like, yeah, I can finally get some action.
I can now
on.
have sex with our own podcast. I'm stoked.
Coincidentally, he's eating McDonald's, so it's kind of a reciprocal agreement. Supply him with McDonald's, and he in turn will not subject himself to advancements on
McDonald's
the
food.
McDonald's food, yeah. Fun fact: I went to the place in Florida which has the world's largest McDonald's drive-through.
What
Fact.
was it like? 5 rows
big.
wide?
It's huge. It's got its own play. It's got a huge play area. It's either the largest drive-through or the largest play area, and it's dead set like the size of a small hotel. It's huge.
That's the most ironic play area in the world.
That's it. The kids are so fat they can't play it anyway.
Just there, completely clean, untouched.
Yeah. Well, the kids just get stuck down that pipe thing. They need to send in.
The guy on staff is just a big pole.
I wash myself with a rag on a stick. Performing some sort of McDonald's-based enema on the slide. So it's been a bit of a strange week. We didn't do last week's podcast for whatever reason, and this week I don't know. It's kind of mounting to be a good May for game releases. But as far as news goes, I think the only thing that we've really got, not the only thing, we do have other topics, is Titanfall of Duty. Who's caught
ODST.
Titanfall of Duty ODST, yeah. So, I mean, if you've ever watched any of Jamie's content, he's fairly heavy into that Call of Duty. What were your sort of first impressions? What did you sort of glean from the trailer?
Well, first impressions is it looks pretty different, kind of in terms of just how nice it looks to any other COD. It's the first one that they're developing kind of properly for the next gen. So, because I mean, Ghosts was pretty held back by the fact that they had to develop it for everything at once. Also, Ghosts was a steaming pile of crap. So I'm quite
there was
excited
that component to it as well. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm quite excited for a game that's not Ghosts to play.
Because I mean, am I correct?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Am I correct in saying that they have only sort of partly contributed to previous Call of Duties? Like I know they worked with Infinity Ward on Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, they were with Infinity Ward and Modern Warfare 3, but I think they were mainly responsible for the campaign, the single-player aspect. And I think a lot of people are giving them an unfair amount of doubt, unfair amount of stick for the flaws of MW3, which I think were probably down to Infinity Ward, not Sledgehammer. So I think they deserve a fair chance.
Oh yeah.
We'll see what they can do.
Yeah. I mean, campaign aside, I think Modern Warfare 3, I think, was probably the last campaign that I played of any of the Call of Duties. So,
You didn't do Ghost?
I've started Ghost, haven't finished it.
I did it because I had the puppy dog.
Yeah, I probably should enjoy that more, tearing people's faces off with a German Shepherd. Sick balls. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't gone up. It's going to go up tomorrow. I did a driving vlog today, and I kind of talked a bit about how, well, let me preface this with, I was in one of Jay's streams the other day, and I said, who else checked out Titanfall of Duty? And it was kind of like, why would you call it that just because it's got mechanical suits in it? But then I looked at the trailer a bit more, and it's got some pretty aggressive, like jumping physics, a la Titanfall. It's got the ability to, wall run to an extent, not to the extent of Titanfall. You've got what looks to be a very Titanfall-ish, like, I imagine what the Juggernaut suit's going to be, be it as a care package or whatever. So there's that. And
that awesome neck-looking thing.
Cloak, one of the players kind of cloaks at one point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's cloak as well.
And vehicles,
but, I mean,
the whole thing, vehicles, players.
It's kind of facetious to say, though, because, I mean, they would have started developing this around the same time that they started developing Titanfall.
No, so, I hear what you're saying. Fuck you.
Was that to Infinity Ward or me?
Oh,
right. Oh, even worse. Good, nice one, Rob.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Yeah, it's there's an aspect to keeping an eye on an ex-employee who would have had, I suppose, the golden ticket or the 11 secret herbs and spices to this whole FPS genre that we now call Call of Duty, and yet for the amount of similarities, I don't know. Maybe there was things that were sort of done in parallel when they were developing both games, and then through leaking or a very well internally placed mole, it's like let's do cloaking and let's do. I mean, not the cloaking. I mean, cloaking's been around for God knows how long, but that's probably the more Halo-ish kind of trait, and Titanfall kind of went that way. So, but yeah, no.
That's my one wish. I'm begging Sledgehammer, please don't put cloaking in multiplayer. Just
they will.
It's never worked. It's never, even in Titanfall, it pisses people off, and it's just never been a good idea. The Crisis, just everyone hated it.
In Crisis. I only did the multiplayer for Crisis 3, but in that it's shit. It's like it really doesn't need it.
It just doesn't belong.
Yeah.
In multiplayer, really. Single player, fine, but.
Yeah, as in like it was unbalanced, because I mean that was my main frustration with Crisis, and I think one of the main sort of barriers for people to really pick that up, because you were playing the beta, weren't you, of Crisis 3? You were the one that got me into that, I think, Ben.
Yeah, I did alpha and beta for that, and it was amazing, and it was just weird when the final version was released. It was just like completely different, and I was like, this is not fun at all. But in the alpha and the beta, really, really good. It was just really balanced, and then I don't know what happened, and now I hate the Crisis 3 multiplayer. Like, I don't play it at all. It's shit.
It's up there. It's right there. Yeah, gathering dust. Yeah.
Is anybody else stoked that Kevin Spacey's in the new COD?
I saw that.
Yeah,
I'd love if he strapped on a bit of an exoskeleton and picked up a gun and started doing stuff. That'd be awesome, but...
You could kind of feel he was channeling his voice not so much his southern accent, but his same
House
sort
of
of
Cards?
talking style from like House of Cards in
House of
there a
Cards.
little bit, which was really cool. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not following it that much, but I don't know about you guys if you knew that. I mean, even though the clip was leaked, I didn't know if you knew that it was going to come out anytime soon. But when I saw Kevin Spacey in there, I was just like, well, okay. I did not see that coming at all.
Yeah.
So that was pretty random.
It was supposed to be
Pretty
leaked
much-
US today, or Sunday US time, but it got leaked, and that's
Leaked.
again, that's my kind of facetious way of saying nothing gets leaked anymore. It's always a very
It was
devised plan.
planned. Yeah.
But overall, yeah, I
still
thought it looked
see
really
House of
cool.
Cards.
House of Cards. Yeah, I haven't got into that yet. I must do.
It's a great show.
Yeah.
It's good.
Anybody
Yeah,
else
it's
here watch it?
highly recommended.
Yeah, Ron and I, you were saying like we like it. We don't always know what the hell is going on, but we're like, the acting is good. I can appreciate it. It's a good movie, but I don't know what the hell's going on sometimes.
Oh,
So,
because I watched halfway through like the second season. I'm like, I gotta start this from the beginning. It was just like Game of Thrones. Like,
Yeah.
you have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, and then name dropping constantly. So, and it's kind of like Breaking Bad. They'll refer to characters. If you don't watch it from the start, you pretty much lost it. But
Yeah.
amazing. And when I saw it in the trailer, I'm just like, oh my god, it's Frank Underwood. He's in the new COD game, because he's pretty much just like the angry guy who is trying to run everything kind of character. I'm like, that's just the game of the House of Cards guy.
Yeah.
Got
But,
promoted.
I hope it's good.
Yeah.
Vice president to the president of a PMC, hell bent on world domination and destabilizing nations and whatnot.
Yeah. Very well said.
But just quickly, while we're on the topic of it, there's always like the controversy or debate about pre-ordering games and everything. And Call of Duty is always up there with like the most pre-ordered and the most regretted and all that sort of stuff. What? Because you guys are like massive COD players. Actually, all of you are. Will you guys be pre-ordering at this time? Because I know I did with Ghosts, and I like absolutely hated it. And now I'm never ever going to pre-order like any game really. I don't really see the point. But are you guys going to pre-order it, or are you going to wait, or?
It depends. For me, it depends on this little plastic thing behind me here.
Yeah.
All right.
See, and it also, like, I'm a poor uni student as well, so it's kind of like, if I pre-order it, spend the money, and, like, I hate the game, it's like, well, that was a ginormous waste of money, and I'm really pissed off. Whereas maybe for, like, other people, like, it's like, oh, okay, like, whatever, yeah, that's the risk I took, I don't really care, sort of thing, so maybe some people don't really care about spending the money or whatever.
Well, I'll probably pre-order it just because there's a chance it will get delivered early, and that will be pretty good from a YouTube perspective.
Yeah.
So, and I also can't really. I've never gone to a midnight release or anything for anything. Like I can't really be bothered with all of that. So I probably will, even though I know it's a really bad idea. Because pre-ordering essentially just guarantees them their profits before they've already even released it, and it's pretty hard to, I guess, motivate a company to patch stuff and that kind of thing. When
Exactly. Yeah.
Battlefield 4.
Battlefield 4.
I think that's probably the biggest disappointment of a pre-order for anyone was Battlefield 4.
And that was actually my first
just a
Steam
shame.
pre-order as well. That was the very first one back in October, sitting there going, oh, look at that, countdown clock. Oh, it's going to happen. Oh, now I get to install it. Oh, God, what a steaming turd. I've probably played it since...
And just
the week
quickly,
after.
did EA...
Hey?
Yeah, Battlefield 4 through Steam.
Well, did they ever fix up your account?
Not Steam. Yes, yeah, it was the duplicate account thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
right.
my Origin
Okay.
account has,
What?
I think, one account's got one game on it, and another account's got another game on it. Titanfall's on one, and Battlefield 4's on the other. Yeah.
Yeah, I had that for ages, and having to merge them together was a pain in the ass.
It's like trying to compile your super. You know you probably should do it, but it's just an absolute pain in the ass to try and do it.
Oh, I can't.
Exactly. Well, you could just make one Origin account. I don't know why you need two, but whatever.
Yeah.
Why do you guys have 2 Origin accounts? I mean,
Well,
one is bad enough.
Yeah.
I had one that I used once years ago, and then I forgot about it, and then
Oh, okay.
I started to get a bunch of free shit, and I'm like, oh wait, didn't I have one?
Yep. Okay.
So now I've got one because I fixed it, but never again.
Yeah. Mind you, now I've actually got contacts at EA that would probably remove any sort of red tape that, is associated with that. I probably could do it in a fairly swift and pain-free manner, but I'm just like, reason.
Well, you have contacted EA. Kill them.
I've got a couple of contacts, yeah.
Kill them.
I've got...
So you can use them to infiltrate from within.
well,
Murder them.
I'm... I'm...
You've got to think long term
That's it.
Yeah.
about these things.
Yeah. I mean, just because they didn't get the world's worst company, it isn't any indication as to not working for them.
Dude,
Was
everybody...
it Comcast? Comcast that got it this year?
Comcast,
Yeah.
yeah. Mind you, if you watch any episodes of PK, you know that they're pretty forthright on the whole, awful Time Warner / Comcast kind of, market share, but it's monopolization in certain states and it's price fixing in other states and God knows what. Allegedly, I shall disclaimer. Yeah. But yeah. Yes, so I probably could do it if I wanted to. I've got the business card for a certain person here who I will not name, who works at EA. But yeah, thanks to the
That's just-
I'll let you
Titanfall
know when
launch
you got
event.
it. I can vouch for it.
Yeah,
I saw that. I got the contact for Andy Dudinsky from 343. That guy is a freaking champ.
cool. Dem
He
contacts.
put up, he put up the blog post for us on Waypoint, which was very, very, very helpful.
Did he do a high five when you saw him last?
A virtual high five, and he said he wants to come drinking with me at Manor Bar, so there is that. We're like best friends now. You know how it goes.
I totally want to go there.
Alcohol cures everything.
It opens so many doors. Yeah. And legs. The Manabar. I can't remember which one of those closed down. Was it the Melbourne one? Wasn't there 2?
Melbourne, yeah.
Melbourne. Yeah.
Yes, Brisbane's still open. It just changed ownership hands, like as in last week.
Well, where do you live?
What and what?
Where do you live?
Brisbane?
Right.
We're
capital
going
of
global
the-
this week, baby. Global.
Globally?
All the way to Brisbane, all the way to the UK, and back again.
All of 2 countries.
2 countries.
2 countries.
You can count how many countries
2
on
states
one
and a
hand.
county. Yeah. It was probably a pretty good segue into my next topic, which was, do we think Titanfall is dying?
Nope.
No?
I haven't played since last time I played with you, Kev.
So there's
I don't think it's dying, but I haven't played it for a couple of weeks. But that's because I've been flat out with work.
Do you guys play on console, on Xbox One?
Yeah.
both. For me, anyway.
Yeah, PC.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I've got it on PC, and it's definitely, there was that sort of massive hype train for it, and for the first couple of weeks, it was, you'd find a game instantly, and it definitely died off quite quickly, I think, to the level it's at now. But I think it's got a kind of core audience who don't want to play Ghosts or Battlefield 4 because they're both awful.
welcome to Club
And,
Corporal.
I think it's a pretty good alternative. So
Oh, massively, and I guess that was kind of my point. And again, this was a topic in my driving vlog, and I'm coming at it from 2 points of view. There's the playing audience where it might be harder to find a game because no one's really playing particular modes anymore. So unless it's like hardpoint or attrition, you're pretty much done. Like Pilot Hunter, good luck. There's probably 30 people worldwide playing that mode. And then there's the audience that Jamie and I know and love, when that's the YouTube sort of side of things as well. And how, aside from, Xbox Ahoy or Chris Spooner or Jay or whoever does the content, like, it doesn't feel people are looking for content in as much that they're happy to absorb the content from people that they're subscribed to. So
yeah, I mean, I kind of look I look at everything through kind of a YouTube sort of standpoint, and it's weird because I covered Titanfall a lot leading up to its launch, and I kind of a lot of my sort of active viewer base are interested in Titanfall possibly more than any other game. I sort of like the like ratio is there on Titanfall videos I do, but just even on the Call of Duty videos I've done the last couple of days, like they just get more hits because that's what people are looking for.
Yeah, and that's the key.
So
people are looking for it. If they're
I don't
if
think
they're not
anyone's
force-fed
looking
it.
for Titanfall, like you said. But it's kind of like I would do a Titanfall video. That's to kind of keep my existing subscribers happy. But if I want to get any new subscribers, I need to be doing other stuff. That's kind of how I see it.
Well, don't forget we've got to have our turf war.
That's it. That was going to be part of my intro as well, saying how we put down our guns. Both.
Hey, can we have a fight like an Anchorman?
You said we didn't put down guns. I thought we won.
No, the ground rules weren't set, were they? I thought it was 1st to 20.
Oh yeah, but then I thought.
Yeah.
But then
You changed the rules on us.
Yeah, but then we got money and cool stuff happened.
I was listening to that very podcast on a treadmill, and as soon as the announcements happened, I actually audibly laughed in the middle of a packed gym.
You think you laughed? I sent the email and I got the response and sat there at work at my desk reading this work response. Like, yeah, sure, we'd love to sponsor you, and just started pissing myself laughing because who in their right mind would?
Who did you get? Because I'm pretty sure I did hear this on the last podcast you guys did at some point. But remind me who you got sponsored by.
Dollar Shave Club Australia.
Oh right, yeah, I've seen quite
So
a
they
few
started
people.
giving us money to plug them, which is awesome because they are awesome.
Yeah.
Plus, yeah, Ben, aren't you gonna use one of our codes? Like, huh?
They make a fine razor.
Yeah.
I will get some when I need some.
Yeah.
I don't need any at the moment, but I will get some.
Well, it's worldwide code anyway, because that's why I've just been throwing it everywhere and anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's limited to Australia. It's just.
Mind
But it
you,
worked.
to look at an example of the screen we've got in front of me of us, it's kind of like, okay, clean shaven, and this hairy monster right here, albeit manscaped to perfection. I mean, yeah, come on.
Well, that's why we were laughing at it, is because Griff and I shave and Crow and Beebs don't. So we're figuring it as a little rivalry.
That's it. Get those neck beards working. Although, funnily enough, it was a video I was watching today, just one of those recommended ones that you see, all the time on a sidebar somewhere, and it had a guy who's got 2,100 and Jesus Christ, what happened here? 2,154 subscribers. He'd done 4 videos on details about how he shaves and how
That's it.
Literally that's it. He's called like the beardmaster.
Yeah, evidently
YouTube.com.
we're doing it wrong.
Yeah, it was kind of like he trimmed it back from something that looked like the guy from Epic Mealtime. Fucking Ron, you're disrupting my show. Jesus. And trimmed it back to something that was nice and manscaped and trim and all that sort of stuff. And then there was a separate video on how far do you come down from your cheekbones. So this line here. And then obviously how far do you go down underneath your neck. Unbeknownst to me, apparently I've been doing it wrong for however many years. He said for you to put a finger on your... is everyone dropping out for you as well?
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah.
They'll come back.
Lost Chris and Rob.
Come on in. Yeah, they're both spinning for me. Yeah, you put your finger on your Adam's apple and then a finger above it. And that line there is the line at which you trim to. Who would have known?
Ah.
Who knew? Yeah.
If only I grew hair there.
Yeah.
Just got a message from Cawthor. He said it broke again. So he's probably in the process of Rebooting.
But just a very quick question. We were talking before. Sorry, not to backtrack too much.
No.
But just a very quick question. Jamie, we were talking about how you got more views on Call of Duty than Titanfall. But which do you guys prefer to play? Do you prefer to play Titanfall or do you play Call of Duty?
I'm kind of really burnt out on both of them right now.
Yeah.
I haven't really played that many games over the last few weeks actually, but well, like I said, I hate Ghosts. I have Black Ops 2 for PC, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And because I mean, I did play on 360 and I didn't take my 360 with me to uni, so I moved completely to PC gaming. But I will pick up an Xbox One, I think, over the summer.
Good man.
And that's what I want to play, like Advanced Warfare on.
Yeah.
Because I think COD's better on console than PC. But I played it for like 5 years on console, and then I just prefer it.
And just as you said that,
Titanfall actually. Yeah,
I'm glad you said that. Actually, sorry, just to the beginning part of that trailer said footage taken from an Xbox One. So take from that what you will.
Well, Xbox is getting all the DLC first again.
So, but you notice how the video was playing in 1080p.
Totally.
So how was it running in 1080p for
Shots fired
from an Xbox?
Right, where can I find something? Where is it?
Well, that's funny, man. I have a picture of you sucking a homeless guy's dick.
I'm
There
just
you go.
winding you up.
Your argument fucking over.
Is it in 1080p though?
Well, you know what?
Okay, I didn't.
If that's going to be the biggest metric that people take out of this is 907.5p versus 1080 for a PS4, then I might just buy a PS4 and just be done with it. And just,
They're on sale at the moment. They're for like $450 now.
where?
I think it is in Dick Smith. I can't remember.
Yeah, but
I'll find out for you.
We know that Dick Smith is shonky as fuck anyway, so
They're shit.
we've
It
covered
shouldn't be about like how it looks. It should be like about the gameplay and the story and
Yeah, for sure.
the actual game. I don't care. I don't care if it's like
No,
blocky. Like we can still
Agree.
look back at
But
like
if
Mario
they're-
64 and
if
see
they're
how shit that looks.
advertising right at the start of their advertising, if they're boasting about how good the graphics are.
Oh no, I hate that shit.
Yeah. But that being said, I completely agree with you. I'm all about gameplay as well. But
I mean, like
I just said that just to wind you guys up because it's too easy
No,
to do.
it's a running
But
joke. It's
I know.
good.
Yeah. But I honestly don't
love
really.
PlayStation. Wow.
I don't really care.
No, it's all good. But like just even shit like Oblivion, and you look at Oblivion now and see how shit that looks, and you look at Skyrim. It's just like fucking hell. And they both play great as well. So like, I don't even care that it looks better. The game is fucking really good. Yeah, Minecraft is blocky as shit. And how does everybody even like?
Sorry,
that
did you
game?
say Minecraft's blocky as shit?
That should be their slogan.
Fucking
I was gonna
shit.
say.
Blocky as
I thought the entire the whole entire pretense of Minecraft is that it's blocky as
pretty
shit. We've taken one pixel and we've
Okay.
scaled it up. Yeah.
It's not my kind of game. I don't have the attention span for it.
I used to play it a couple of years back. I played like the beta, but I haven't played it for a while now. People keep asking me to do it on YouTube, with other channels and that kind of thing, but I don't know. I don't think I could bring myself to do Minecraft videos.
It was
You can just do like a
so-
solid 8 hours and then release it in 15 minutes, and then you've got footage for months and months.
For
Yeah.
me,
Yeah, but then I'd just be another Minecraft channel,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
which is actually worse these days than being another Call of Duty channel. Like,
Oh,
there are
well-
definitely more Minecraft channels.
I was just going to say, you kind of got to give the people what they want sort of thing, where the Minecraft channels, do well if you're already established sort of thing. So, yeah.
well, there's all that stuff about how much money. I don't buy into it, and fair play to him. If he's making as much money as what people say he is, then fair play to him. But
Who's this? Sorry?
Woody's
Notch.
gamer tag.
Oh, Woody. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Who's
I mean,
Woody?
He's another YouTuber. He's a mainstay in the sort of Call of Duty YouTube community.
Because something about Mary was on TV just before, and they kept mentioning Woogie. Like, oh, right, you guys watching too? Yeah, cool.
Woogie kind of sounds like an amalgamation of Woody and Boogie, who's another YouTuber. Yeah.
I would not watch their videos if I can't imagine mixing Woody's Game Attack and Boogie together. I don't even know what that would be.
It would be compelling viewing.
So what happened to Corthal? Did he drop out as well?
Yeah, he dropped out. He'll be back in a sec.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Corthal.
Sorry.
Corthal.
Corthal. Yeah. Corthal.
I'll just eat my fillet of fish.
Fillet. Yeah. What? Can we have a Macca's update? What did you just eat?
Yeah.
That looked really
I
nice.
had the McChicken.
McChicken? Yeah, it looked like it. I could tell by the mayo.
Nuggets, and I'm trying this.
That's a great photo.
That's the best pic.
Oh, the level of frustration, Corth. Fuck. Calm. Yeah. Well, if you want a Macca's update from me, there you go. There's yesterday's Macca's.
Oh.
And then there's that left.
Boom.
I don't know what it is, but I'm going to try it.
It's a super duper wrap. Well, now that we're all back, let's have a chat about what are our thoughts on Destiny? See much about it? Getting any sort of inclination?
I didn't care much for it.
Yeah.
No?
There's not enough out there for me to like. They haven't shown enough for me to be like, oh, cool, I want to check that out. I just see it as in like a kind of generic sci-fi shooter.
Yeah.
And
Are they bringing something to the table that hasn't already been done before?
maybe they'll bring in like big, kind of like mechs, except they're a little bit like smaller, and then they fall from the sky.
Really?
And
Then have like a parkour element.
Yeah, parkour.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
double jumping.
you can wall hug and wall climb and shit.
Hang on, let me write
That'd
this
be
down.
great.
Let me write this down. Hang on.
Haven't seen that yet.
We call them we call them Titans. Have we call them Titans?
Titans.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think that's what it's
Titan drop.
actually called.
Yeah.
I read
Okay.
about stuff like that. Yeah.
Cool.
Titan.
I've got some contacts at EA. I'll let them know about that.
Cool.
With Destiny, they're intentionally trying to not, what's the word? Classify it.
Okay.
So there's the MMO, there's the RPG, there's the FPS, there's any different permutation of all the different genres that are out there, and it seems like it takes a bite from each one of those pies. And by their own admission, they're like, we want our customer base to classify it.
That's cool. I like that. But
I think
it's
Activision,
sci-fi fucking FPS, isn't it?
It's the world's longest
pretty
ever
much.
MMORPG, FPS, RPG, LMNOP.
Yeah, I think Activision really want it to be kind of a big thing.
It looks
Are
cool
you
as
okay?
fuck though. It looks cool as hell. Like the
It does look cool, but it does also look a bit kind of meh.
Yeah.
I kind of agree.
I
It
think
looks
that's-
like just another sci-fi shooter, and I kind of don't. I'm not such a big fan of the really futuristic sci-fi type shooters, except Halo 3 is the
Yeah.
exception. But I kind of prefer
Do what? What'd
I
you say?
kind of prefer the Call of Duty type Battlefield. The military shooters.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot to be said for things that don't get too sort of out of control. Black Ops 2 really ran the risk of like it being taking a whole lot of like creative license with the creation of weapons and kill streaks and all that sort of stuff, and that could have gone really wayward had they not at least based it partially on I suppose some current gen weaponry and all that sort of stuff. And that's one of the dangers I think that might happen with advanced warfare. It might get too sort of outlandish and crazy that people will go, this is a bit sort of meh. But we will see.
Well, yeah, it's not set even further in the future than Black Ops 2.
Yeah,
It's set in like 2054, I believe.
2054.
So
yeah.
it's a good like 25 more years, whatever it is.
Pass
That's
through
cool.
laser beams and shit. Just cut through people with lightsabers and robotic dogs and genetic.
Oh, you made me think of
hamsters.
Battlefront now. Were we going to talk about? Well, we don't really know anything about Battlefront, but is anyone? What are people's thoughts on DICE making it
You can educate me.
Wasn't there supposed to be a new one? But the new one got cancelled?
There was supposed to be a new one ages back that got cancelled, but then at E3 last year, they announced that DICE were working on Battlefront. Well, it's just called Battlefront, but it's essentially Battlefront 3.
Fair enough.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
I think if anyone's going to make it, DICE are a pretty good choice because they've got vehicle combat down to a T in Battlefield already, and the vehicles are a pretty big part of Battlefront. I'm pretty excited for it. I'm hoping they'll show some more stuff off this year's E3. But,
There's someone behind you, Corthor.
Your microphone's muted, Gothel.
Yes, your microphone is not working.
Microphone
Oh,
is
they
not
brought you
working.
tea. That's so sweet.
Cam brought him tea, but his mic's not working.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
No.
We can say whatever we want now, and he can't retort.
Gothel, so why is the Overindulgence podcast being cancelled?
Yeah.
Say nothing or smile. Good. Okay, cool. We have free reign of the Australian gaming podcast space. Wonderful. Oh, I hear popping sounds. It's like someone, like some sort of Taiwanese woman is shooting ping pong balls at me.
why Taiwanese?
Racist,
Thai.
man.
Hey,
You
Thai.
clearly have been
What?
to Thailand. You've been to Thailand?
Asian-ish.
You gotta go
I
to
can
Thailand.
say that.
Yeah, Ron could say that.
Ron, say it.
I wouldn't have said fucking Taiwanese either.
Thai. It's just Thai, isn't it? A Thai woman.
I
Yeah.
don't fucking know. Am I Taiwanese? No.
I don't know.
No, we're not even talking about Taiwan anymore.
Go to Thailand, educate yourself,
Female
and be
shooting
done with
ping
it.
pong ball.
Ping pong ball.
But moving back to Destiny, I mentioned just before how everyone's bitching about how there's no PC port and all that sort of shit. So why are they not making it to PC? But when they were developing the game, they made it for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. That by the time the game was released, those consoles are going to be obsolete anyway. So, but like, why do they do it that way?
I have no idea. It
Yeah,
makes no sense to me.
it's just, yeah. Is it like a piracy thing? Is it where they're like, oh, you know, everyone plays that for multiplayer, and if you pirate it, you can't play multiplayer. So why do they? I just don't get why they don't release those things on PC.
And correct me if I'm wrong,
They
but
don't
like,
care about Big Ben, that's why.
Sorry, they don't care about. Yeah,
They think you're a dick. I heard them all talking in a room once.
They
They were like,
did?
fuck that Ben guy. Let's
No,
not make a
but-
fucking Destiny.
that one PC user where even though PC game sales have like now overtaken console sales for games and all that sort of stuff. Yeah,
They just don't like you, though. It's just you.
that's just me.
Just
You're
Yeah,
you.
ruining
that's
it
fine.
for all of us. God damn it.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I hate that guy anyway.
what did I mean? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong though, but essentially all the next gen consoles are PC parts just bolted together and expected to last 10 years anyway. Like so.
Exactly.
It's
So
the-
everyone buy a PC. So everyone stops buying consoles and they fucking make games where they're held back by a console's ability. How about that?
Yeah.
Well, it used to be like that. Now consoles took over for a bit. I don't know how long it'll last, but
It's already declining. Like I said, PC sales of games are now overtaking console sales of games.
Where are your stats?
More
Give me
people.
stats.
Citation needed,
Citation
but I will
needed.
find it.
yeah, well,
Yeah. These are QuadFeed stats, so they're highly unlikely.
that does
Well, I can't believe
but that
For
does include
AAA.
Steam games though. So that's like, where you buy like a $2 game or whatever, or free games. Or not so much free games, but anyway, PC better is what I'm trying to say.
for AAA games like your Battlefields, Call of Duties, like surely the console sales are massively, massively higher than PC,
Yeah, definitely.
and it will be the same for Destiny.
Yep.
So I guess that's why, but it's just a really bad reason. Because they should. I think. I mean, I think
but that's
they should.
fine. That's fine. But then why don't they just say that instead of saying, "Oh, it's really hard to like port it over and all this sort of stuff"? Just say that. Just say it's really hard to do.
And
Or they just say, oh, yeah, I guess it's bad for a company to say that. Oh, it's too hard for us or whatever. But it's just bullshit when they just try and spin it. That's what I hate as well.
No, it seems like no developer is confident enough in their own product that they think people will upgrade for the sake of it. Because I don't understand, like, with the new Call of Duty, Call of Duty has enough fans that those of them who are still on the old gen consoles would buy the next gen at some point between now and November to play the next Call of Duty. Like that must be true for a significant number of people. So I don't know. They should just develop it for next gen and PC, and be done with it.
Yeah.
But the problem is all they're interested in is the short-term pre-orders, the short-term profits. Like all these businesses seem to be very, especially Activision and EA, seem to be very short-term focused for like milking as much out of a franchise as possible this year, and then we'll deal with next year when we come to it. And they don't seem to have much of a long-term plan for kind of keeping that source of cash alive and keeping fans happy.
Yeah, and contrary to what I was saying as well, you know, imagine if they were going to release the game just on PlayStation 4 and Xbox, and then all the previous owners of like PlayStation 3s and Xbox 360s would then probably whinge as well, and not saying they're whinges, but I'm just saying like they'd be like, oh, you know, as soon as the new one comes out, you know, they've completely forgotten about us and all this sort of stuff, and they're not going to make our games anymore and all this sort of, you know, that sort of thing. So
thing is, they probably would have started development of this, you know, and considering it's such a huge, you know, potentially a huge new IP that, you know, similar to the Titanfall, and, you know, they're really starting to create their own massive game moving forward. They probably would have started developing even before, you know, they knew the final stats on the next gen console. So they probably would have started off fairly low key, i.e. the PS3 and Xbox 360, but then thought, right, well, when the time comes, we can crank stuff, but let's optimize for, what is it, 8 gigs of RAM or something on a, no, or is that Xbox One? Whatever the gig, you know, ratio of memory was on the PS3 and Xbox 360, because at least they knew they had this finite amount of resources that they could work with. But who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, it's one of those things I don't get.
Scale back. Under promise and over deliver. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for any big franchise to over deliver.
Yeah.
But we'll see about that. Maybe Destiny will be the first.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, has there been any home runs lately? I mean, come on. Even the hype train.
Like Titanfall should have been, but
yeah.
Titanfall, I don't think it didn't quite deliver on the level that people expected. Titanfall 2 is going to be a great game, though. I'm calling it now.
Yeah.
I'm calling it now. 2 or 3 years time, Titanfall 2 is going to come out. It's going to be on all platforms, and it's going to crush everything.
What do you reckon they'll do better or differently?
Triple jump.
Right, blown.
You've done double
I
jump.
can see them bringing.
But we added more functionality, so it must be better.
Sick and tired of jumping. Sick and tired of double jumping. Well, we didn't even go to triple jumping. We went to quadruple jumping. Now you're not even touching the fucking floor. Welcome to quad jump.
Might as well be a flying simulator.
You might as well be Back to the Future 2 on hoverboards.
What do I think they'll do differently? They've just got to put a load more stuff in, like twice as many weapons, twice as many game modes. Because I think they focused mainly on the concept and on getting the sort of base gameplay mechanics right, which they definitely did.
Yeah.
Because the wall running is so much better than I could ever have imagined.
Yeah,
really,
nature,
it works ridiculously well. I mean, I played Mirror's Edge, and going back to that feels so clunky.
Yeah.
And that's a game all about parkour.
It's just that, like, yeah.
So
Parkour simulator.
just a bit of comparison.
Yeah. Well, that'll be good because they're making Mirror's Edge 3 as well, so that's going to be really good when that comes out.
Yeah, hopefully.
Mm.
But yeah, I think they just need to add more stuff in, fine-tune a few things, but I think we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it would definitely, a couple of years' time, Titanfall 2 is going to be a thing.
Mm.
So
Watch this space. Jamie says it's going to be awesome. We'll flash back to this video in a couple of years' time and go, Jamie called it.
Quadruple. How many predictions we got correct? I reckon.
well,
they'll
I
be
heard
twice as big. Mark my words.
that EA had a sort of new rotation for FPSs. That they were going to kind of like have 1 year Battlefield comes out, 1 year Battlefront comes out, and 1 year Titanfall comes out, and just have this kind of 3-year rotation thing with those franchises.
Well,
Although I kind of think they're dropping. I think Battlefield it was their flagship game, and I think they're kind of dropping it now
That's weird.
because they're handing off Dice Sweden are about to stop working on Battlefield 4 and hand over patching and maintaining the game to the LA division,
To the janitor.
and they're going to start working on Mirror's Edge 2 and Battlefront. So Battlefront's going to be a good game, I think.
If they stuff that up, there's going to be a lot of angry.
Oh my god,
Star Wars
Dice Sweden is already now hated by basically all Battlefield players. And if they screw up Battlefront as well,
There'll be
you
pitchforks,
might as well just
burning torches in the
close the
street.
office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every IKEA in the neighborhood just going to get burnt to the ground.
Get dropped out again.
This is what we think of your furniture. It's like Molotov cocktails into IKEA. Oh, poor bastard.
Hey, I'll lead that stuff. I'm great at that kind of shit.
That will go up so quickly.
Yeah.
But it's all
One Molotov
particle
cocktail,
board
dude.
and
Fire still just
sawdust.
instantly catches fire.
Yeah.
But all their IKEA actual IKEA buildings are made just like their IKEA furniture.
yeah, it's all
They
lac,
just need,
it's
like,
all
one of
lac
them
coffee
little
tables
Allen-
that are just stacked vertically. That
Oh
and,
wow!
and Billy
You guys are
bookcases.
geniuses.
Yeah, if you push on the wall, it's just a whole bunch of Billy bookcases that's just been nailed together. It's great.
like an Allen key thingy.
That's how you open the front
You
door.
just undo one thing and the whole thing just
House of Cards.
slowly
Yeah.
flat packs itself back.
So you can take
Back
it. So you can take it home with you.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, let's get started on a light topic. If real life there was a boss fight, who would it be?
Donald Trump.
You think that they would be? I was probably angling
That's
more
where you
towards
go
someone
with
someone that's affected you physically or mentally, or it could even be one of your old bosses, Ron. No, there's complete free reign on this. It is a boss fight. Technically. You don't have to name them.
Bouncers?
Who?
Bouncers. Yeah.
Bouncers are like a weekly fucking boss fight. You gotta get through just to continue and level up, aka ejaculate onto some unwilling girl's hair.
I think we
My
can
favourite
narrow
game.
down the reason why you're getting chucked out of these places. That's
Oh,
generally
by the way, I got an update on that. I went from 13, I'm back to 14 again.
cool. You on a mailing list, eh? Or
No explanation for this one as well. The bouncer just shook his head, and I'm like, not now or not ever. He's like, not ever. And I'm like, why? And he just shakes his head. I'm like, all right. Turn around, walk off.
is that
like
was
that.
that before or after you went like that to him?
Huh? Oh,
Whilst you're in the
didn't.
queue. You're in the queue just
I was
going,
like, there was no queue. This is one of the... Yeah, those
You know
were...
how I got these scars?
yeah, I messed with Ron.
I'll give him a couple of new ones. That's bullshit. But yeah, back to 14. Anyway, sorry, yeah, that's definitely a boss fight.
Cool. So every bouncer from your 14. Benny?
14.
I don't. I'm not sure.
Someone who's jaded you in the past life, or someone you have issues right now.
Well, yeah.
You walk into a lecture hall and your head teacher is there, and you hear the music, you hear the boss fight music come on.
Well, it was kind of weird because, like, kind of today. All right, this sounds like so fucking tedious, but it really shit me. I don't know why.
Sorry,
Okay.
pause right there.
Whoa, what? Yeah.
What?
What? I'm pausing.
What did Ron say?
Wait, what? Oh, I said, Ben, are you about to say Asian drivers? Like, it really pissed me off today.
Oh, no. You know what, though?
And I was just, you're going to say Asian drivers, aren't you, you motherfucker?
It's to do with that
Asian
situation
drivers?
that I was talking about, but not Asian drivers.
All right, well, pause for
Okay.
me.
City.
Pause for me, because
Sorry.
I reckon moving forward, there's going to be a segment that we're going to call Grind My Gears with Ben.
Right.
I
Am
thought
I?
it was
Do I win
Ben
a lot? Do
gets
I?
racing.
Like every week,
Legal
am
for
I moaning
Every
about
week.
something?
Every week, find something
you
that
serious?
grinds your gears. Yeah. Doesn't have to be
Oh,
much.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. I thought you would like turning this into a segment because every week I'm always fucking bitching about something.
Well, that's what I thought. That's
Am
where
I
the
though?
material will
I
come
don't know.
from.
All right. Fucking. All right.
An actual
All right.
better
I'll bring
name-
something then.
Week 1,
better
Asian
name for
drivers.
that segment. By far, a better name for Ben's new segment is Ben Gets Racist. Or
Yeah.
Get Racist with Ben.
Well, that's
Get
the thing. I
racist
mean, they're
with
so
Ben.
bad that I thought that Pearl Harbor was just an accident, you know? Like, they weren't actually even planning that. No, okay, I'm kidding. What I was talking about
Wow.
today... That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. No. That doesn't represent me. That was a joke I heard. I'm just passing it on. No, okay. So we live in Sydney, and there was a bus accident today. It's awful. Someone actually died. Like a bus went mounted the curb, and someone got hit, and it's awful. And
It's
like
supposed to be a
just-
serious
having a
story,
great
goddammit.
serious, yeah. I just missed it by 10 minutes. I was heading off to Yumcha at Marigold. Fantastic lunch, by the way.
Yeah.
And it happened like 10 minutes just before I got there.
So
And when we
you're
got there, there was
Asian
pe-
people for their food.
Yeah, pretty much. And then, there was people like everywhere and all this sort of stuff, blah, 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 blah. And then so we're like, okay, well, there's heaps of commotion going on down there. Let's just forget it for now. We'll go have lunch and check it out later. Us being down there is not going to help at all. Fine, whatever. Police with their ambulances were there, shitloads of people. It was ridiculous. And then so we were at Yumcha, which went hour and a half, whatever. And then we came back down, and then we went back outside just to go suss it out because there was a lot less people there. And then when we got there, there was all these people taking photos and all this sort of stuff, and I was just like, oh, that's a little bit disrespectful, but whatever. And then a cop then came up, so they had like a little police tape sort of thing. And the cop was just standing there by himself, and I was just like, just standing there. And then he seemed like pretty approachable sort of thing. So I was just like, oh, like, do you know like what happened? Like what caused it? And the amount of attitude he gave me was fucking ridiculous. He's like, oh mate, you'll just find about it on the news, all right? Can you just like go away? And I was like, are you kidding me? I'm standing here. You're standing here. You were just joking and laughing with your fire brigade mate over there, and you've just walked up to the line. I'm only talking to you because you seem pretty approachable because you were just having a mad yarn with this cunt over here. And then I asked him like a simple question and like just gave me the biggest attitude ever. Like Amy and Beth were there as well, and they were like laughing because it was like, I don't know, probably laughing at me.
Well,
I don't know if it
Beth
was at
didn't
me
try
or
and
at the
talk
top
to
or
the
what, but I
firefighter?
turned around and they were pissing themselves laughing. And I was like, you're a dickhead, mate. You could have, there was no one standing next to me or anything. Could have just said, oh, like, nah, don't know, or I'm not allowed to talk about it, or I don't want to talk about it, or whatever. He's like almost like yelled it. And I was like, you're a cunt face sort of thing. Like, you're such a dickhead. It was fucking annoying.
Sorry, mate,
That's
that's
what grinds my
classified.
gears.
Can't talk about it,
Yeah.
it's classified. What's happening right here? Can't talk about it, it's classified.
I'm fucking probably older than him as well. It was so annoying. Oh,
Wait, hold on, this can't count. You weren't racist just then, Ben.
he was Asian. There we go. No, he
Thank you.
wasn't. No, he
There we go.
wasn't.
Thank you. It's much better now.
No, he wasn't. I don't. It doesn't matter what he was, but yeah.
That's fucked up though. Yeah, they're usually meant to say they're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah,
they can't say like watch it on the news. They can't say that. Like,
exactly.
It's
if
usually...
I didn't see him just having a mad yarn with this fire brigade mate, like laughing and like at the top of his voice and all this sort of stuff, like in a crime scene.
Did you see the way that bus hit that chick? That was amazing. Her head just fucking went like that. Oh,
pretty much. Well, I'm not going to be like exaggerating and say, oh yeah, that's pretty much what he was saying. I don't know what he was laughing about, but he was having a joke, and there was no one standing next to me. So I was like, okay, I can talk to this guy like person. No one else is going to hear, so he can kind of be on the level with me. Nah, massive dickhead. And I was like, you're a wanker. I like cops. Cops are awesome. Never ever had a problem with any of them. Whatever. This guy was a dick. True story. Tune in next week for the next
grinds my
story.
gears.
Fuck grinds my gear. But it seriously pissed me off.
Getting racist with Ben.
Yeah, no. But yeah, it was really weird.
Blacks, Asians.
It really pissed me off. And Amy's just like, just calm down. Like, so what? Like, it was nothing. I was like, you don't understand. A younger person can't get cheesy with me.
Wait, let me guess. Did she walk up after and then ask the cop, and the cop was happy to come?
Oh, what
like, yeah, this guy just
gone ballistic. Shit has happened like that before with Amy, just because she's a girl. It always happens, but no, not in this situation.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's what pissed me off today. Oh yeah, so he would have been my boss fight. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's what we were talking about.
Fuck, 15 minutes later, and a death.
Fucking get on with it.
Wait, it's the cop, right? It's the cop?
Yeah, the cop. Yeah, the cop.
Just in case you wanted to clarify.
I mean, sorry, no, Amy. What a fucking... No, the cop.
Amy's your boss fight.
Yeah.
Did we get Coulter back?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Great
Fuck you,
success. Yeah. Oh, great, that was our sponsor for next week. God.
I missed everything.
So do you want to tell my story again? I'll say it again. So we got a young... Oh, okay, sorry, okay.
So I was having Yumcha.
You cop or something?
12 hours later, I got pissed off by a cop. I just wrapped it up in like one fucking line for you.
He was telling me to go home and everything.
Backstory, okay? It needs backstory.
Cool story.
Jamie, do you have a slightly more abridged version of a similar real life boss fight?
I don't really have anyone I sort of harbour a grudge against. So I don't know.
Have you got a parking ticket?
Yeah, just America. Fuck America.
America
George
as a whole.
Bush.
Watch out, don't get angry.
Yeah. It is but a short 7-hour flight from you. There you go.
You're going to receive letters. There will be swear words in the letters. Everything will be spelt wrong. There'll be number 3s instead of the letter E.
You'd be like Uran Fadget. Like, no, just stop.
Smell like Macca's.
Yeah. Like
Coming from the guy who's eating Macca's.
Yeah, translucent paper, your window to weight gain. Yeah. It's a window to weight gain.
I guess there were a couple of teachers throughout my time at school that I probably would quite happily beat to a pulp in a boss fight. But
that's it. Now we're getting to the spirit of things now. It's good. Things are coming along. Things are marinating. Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, no, I don't particularly have a hilarious story that would culminate in me holding this horrible grudge against someone. So
It wasn't as hilarious as it was just ridiculously long.
No, I wasn't saying
long.
his story was hilarious. I just assumed that's what you were after from me.
It had fucking everything.
That's how people.
Drama, death,
that's how people
comedy.
have described my penis in varying circumstances. Quite hilarious and ridiculously long.
That's rude.
Yeah. Ron, who would you, apart from Donald Trump? You do.
Oh, I had the bouncers.
Oh, the bouncers. That's right. You did. Sorry.
Yeah.
Awful. Did you want me to repeat the question?
Yeah, please.
In real life, and if you had to do a boss fight, who would it be against?
If I had to do a boss fight against someone in real life, fuck. All right, you put me on the spot. I couldn't say anyone from work because I fucking love work. So
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't imagine in the slightest.
can I go? Can I go my old job?
You can go.
It does. When we
go
say
anything.
boss, it doesn't mean work or employment related. As in,
Can I
just-
make it a company?
You could be, if you want to
Be whatever
personify
you
a
want.
company as a boss fight.
Oh, I will fight Apple to the death.
Wow, Apple.
I will take a bite out of their already bitten apple and destroy them.
Wait, like,
You know that apple's poisoned, right?
Poison
Say
apple, yeah. I'll
I
tell you
wouldn't
what,
take a
though,
bite out of it if I were you.
I mean,
would Apple, like, as a like personified Apple, would that actually look like Steve Jobs?
No, it would just be a little white cube with no buttons on or anything. Just
No, it's
a cube.
it's because of old work.
mm,
Never
Were you
again.
one of the geniuses at the local?
The local genius bar.
No, I was one of the pricks who said no, you can't have a new phone if you called me up.
Oh wow! I fucking hate you, man.
I know.
I thought your voice
Don't worry,
sounded
I hate
familiar.
all my customers too.
I'm replacing my boss fight with Portal. It's gonna be kind of like.
But I
fucking
was. I'm
Anchorman
not
style.
anymore. Now I just do all.
Now I'm
Well,
just
if you've
awesome
changed, it's
24/7.
cool.
Pretty
If
close.
you change, it's cool.
Oh, cool.
So who's yours, Gav?
I was thinking about it as I was writing the question down. Most basketball referees that I've come up against, irrespective.
Did we
of
tell the
age.
story when you got ejected from the court?
Did I?
Was it? Yeah. Did we mention that in the podcast, or was it just we just having a discussion one day when you told me you got like? Did you get sent off?
Yeah, yeah. Although
Yeah.
that hasn't
In the guy's
happened
car.
in a while, but it has happened in recent history. Yeah, I mean, I just get too mouthy, and some of these people have been playing the game longer from what they've been alive. In the case of some of these
Yeah.
16-year-old referees and stuff, and we have actually made referees cry because in order to sort of
Are these referees like kids? Are they like 10 years old?
not 10, but I mean there's certainly like 14 and 15-year-old refs who have got dreams and aspirations of reffing like an A grade game or something. Yeah,
Not anymore.
yeah. Oh, we single-handedly changed that policy just based on our feedback and death threats.
Constructive criticism.
Their only
Yeah.
goal in life now is to kill themselves.
I remember
They're just flipping a coin, which is like cleaner or quicker.
I remember
They
it
can't
so
do this
clearly,
diet.
and it was a kid who was it wasn't even like a female ref. It was this kid like 13, 14 years old. I'm like, mate, you are fucking useless, and he was started to bubble. I mean, back in the
Sorry,
days
you're
when
just murdering these children.
I mean, seriously. I mean, my excuse is, and it always has been, if they get a call which is absolutely 100% wrong, I said, mate, I don't come here to get frustrated. I can stay at home and get frustrated, and I don't want to come here and pay for the privilege. Because some of these guys are just like, they need a golden retriever strapped to their arm because they're just ridiculous. And some of the interpretations of the rules are just, it changes on a weekly basis. It's not consistent. And that's the frustrating part.
Do any of them ever shit their pants when there's like 10 guys running up to him going, oh, that's fucking bullshit. That's a bullshit call. Good call, ref, good call. Sorry, I channeled Randy just then. But like, yeah, like,
Randy?
and the pants are just like, Randy from South Park stands there. Good call, ref, good call. And the whole like, what? That was no strike. And it's like, I'm getting sick of your goddamn mouth. What do you want to do about it? What do you want to do?
What do we do?
What do you want to do
Takes
about
his shirt off straight away.
They chuck beers in each other's faces and then start beating each other up, and he always gets arrested. And America, I thought this was America. America. Fucking love that. But yeah, do you ever make him like pee their pants or?
Well,
'cause
without
that's pretty
physically
funny.
checking, I can't actually tell. But I can imagine it probably wasn't the highlight of that kid's day. He's probably like 18 years old. This happened years ago.
You monster.
I was an
There'd be a
absolute
puddle
monster.
around him. How do you guys do that to him?
and I'm playing first game of the season tomorrow. Stay tuned. There might be a podcast next week where I'm coming at you live from inside Silverwater Jail. It is possible to insert a basketball up a 14-year-old's arse.
Interesting.
Interesting take. Kinky. What happened there? Sorry. Here's a topic.
From your boss fight, 13-year-olds.
Yeah, that's it. So I'll win. Oh no, I'll win.
At least you know you'll win. That's fair enough.
That's it. That's how you got to play the game, man. My other sort of light-hearted, I suppose, for lack of a better word, topic was Jennifer Lawrence got voted the world's sexiest woman. Do we agree or not?
No.
No. She's got a great personality. That's why it gets shot up so much.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas personally, I would rather destroy Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Interesting take.
I
don't like her that much. I think she's got a massive forehead.
We've talked about her in
Yeah,
the
I'm not a
past.
big Emma Stone
that's
fan.
the measuring.
The
I
ratio.
would cut a hole there and I'd still stick my dick in it, but don't like... Sorry. Can you censor that part?
Probably.
No.
Probably. No.
Sorry. Oh.
I'm tempted to click on the link that I've got here, but it probably will screw up my screen region recording kind of thing. But I know Scarlett Johansson was at number 10, if that's any sort of barometer on things. So apparently there are 9 hotter women on the planet.
Yeah, Alba. I'd burn the shit out of her.
Okay, we don't get so descriptive. I was just merely after a critiquing on where she sat. I wasn't exactly going, Ron. So, given the chance...
Ron's like, I buried it so deep inside of her that whoever pulled it out would be crowned King Arthur.
Yeah.
I could skewer like 10 of them on my dick like a fucking shish kebab.
He's always like
spinning,
flicking
like,
through
foosball tables.
flicking through Kama Sutra books going, oh yeah, position 74 would be good for Scarlett. Okay, good. Sounds good.
Sorted.
The reverse cowboy. Interesting.
Jesus Christ.
What's the point? I only need like 20 seconds anyway.
Oh.
Well, at least you're honest. Jamie, any sort of English ladies that we would have forgotten about? There's a lot of Coronation Street action happening with some chick that's recently got killed off. She was one of the...
I wouldn't know about that, I'm afraid.
Is she hot? Does she put out?
I don't really.
No, she's dead. She
Yeah,
can't say
all the
no.
time.
Dead.
Is she actually dead?
Oh. It's been written
Is
out
she
in the
hot? Does she
story.
put out?
Yeah, just
Okay.
killed someone live on Coronation Street.
Yeah,
It's getting a bit stale.
that's it. Well, I'll tell that to my parents. I'll
Yeah,
be watching it
dude,
for...
oh, you think American TV's bad?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm shocked.
Who
It's
here's
kind of
got...
hot though.
You got Foxtel, Ron?
Yeah.
Yeah. UK TV,
I
most
don't watch
nights,
the channel.
6 o'clock, EastEnders, Coronation Street. They're back to back. Mate, the most depressing shit you'd ever want to watch.
So it's kind of like
I've
living
never-
No offense,
Never
man, no
watched
offense.
either of them in my entire life.
Really? That's an achievement in
I wouldn't-
itself.
Yeah. I've only seen funny clips on Harry Hill's show. Don't know if you guys are familiar with.
No, I've heard of it. But...
It's like a real bad one. Like he's in the extenders, but like not really in real life. He's just badass on the show. So they gave him this other show where he travels around the world and
Ross Kemp.
tracks down, tracks down drugs, tracks down gangs and hangs with them and shit. But he's like not actually a badass. He's just a guy.
No, he just puts on like a vest or whatever and just stands there like Ross Kemp on gangs.
Are you serious? He's not like a
that's
full-on...
just essentially every show he's ever done.
Yeah, but he's like proper, isn't he?
No,
Or am I like really naive here? I thought he was like the real deal.
he's an actor.
I don't think he
Yeah,
is.
no, but wasn't he...
I thought too.
No, but wasn't he in the SAS?
Ross
Or I
Kemp was
seriously
in the
been watching
SAS.
too much fucking TV.
Well,
I'm
Look at
Googling
this. I
this
gotta
shit
say.
right now.
I think
Ross
what you're referring to is that episode in Extras where he's like,
Extras, yeah.
you know, I used to
But
be
I
SAS.
thought he was really the SAS.
Special,
Let me just check it.
was it?
Oh no! I
Super
feel like such a
Army
dumbass
soldiers.
now.
No, wait.
Super.
I could have
Army
sworn he was in
soldiers.
something like that.
Doesn't it stand for Special Air Services? No. Super
No.
Army Soldiers.
He didn't do shit. He's just an actor. That's it.
Phil Mitchell. No, what was his name? What was the other Mitchell brother? Phil Mitchell and who? Damn it.
Bullshit.
Oh, I thought of something I wanted to bring up actually that I meant to message you earlier and, completely forgot to.
Done. Far away.
Have any of you started or were you watching Almost Human, that television series?
No.
Sci-fi, right?
Yeah, well, Fox cancelled it like the fuck knuckles they are after the first season. So, yeah, I was loving it. It had Carl Urban in it, and that guy's like god tier.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
And his robot sidekick, whose name I can't remember for real life, but he was freaking awesome. It was an awesome show. And then Fox were like, and then they got rid of it.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
After how many seasons?
That's
Like
what Fox.
one.
One season. It got one season.
Par for the course. Just going for that Firefly. Didn't Firefly get cancelled after one season? Or something?
Yeah, Firefly.
Yeah. Oh no,
Yeah.
Firefly was 2.
Oh, two.
All right.
But they did the same thing with Dollhouse. And they got into the second season and then they rushed it because they're like, no more for you.
I don't even like Dollhouse. I only rubbed maybe 2 or 3 out to that show.
If it's not
Alright,
4, it's not.
right.
Well,
Yeah. If you're after some sort of barometer for how good the show is, Ron's going with 2 or 3 ejaculations.
One's reviews.
Yeah, 2 or 3 stars on the Kleenex.
It's approximately how hard the show gets me is, how good the show is.
Interesting.
So
Like
4
a
actually.
speedometer.
Yeah.
I've drawn a graph of time against
Yeah.
hardness.
Time against
Yeah.
and distance.
The divine length or some shit.
Got some pretty good movies coming up in the next few weeks, huh?
do we?
Godzilla!
Godzilla.
Oh yeah, that looks sick.
X-Men.
Did you hear the Japanese people thought, the Japanese fans of Godzilla thought that
He was
the new
fat.
Godzilla is too fat?
Yeah.
Like, really? Look back at the old school ones. He's like a pudgy guy
In a plastic
fucking,
suit.
Like, yeah.
When you started saying that, I thought you were making a joke of me, and I thought you were going to say, oh, Japanese people thought that Godzilla was actually real, where I was saying, oh, Ross Kemp, yeah, he was in the SAS, he's real. I checked it, no, he's a fucking actor. He started off in a Kellogg's ad. So, yeah.
There you go.
I thought you were going to say, yeah, no, Japanese people were like, yeah, no, Godzilla's real. Just like how Ben said that Ross Kemp was in the SAS.
Well,
Just
So,
like people think
yeah.
that Game of Thrones is based on an actual history.
Yeah.
Those
Really?
people are fucking retards.
People
Yeah,
like that
you know that
exist.
England
But
is
there was a
actually just
poll.
Westeros, right?
Yeah.
Like I live there. Great. Constantly in fear of just getting beheaded.
dragons
And you're
flying through the
that
window.
No, don't be silly. They're not in Westeros yet.
You pop down to Sainsbury's for a 6-pack of dragon eggs and just, it's fine. We get the fancy ones at Waitrose. Nice. Dragons.
Yeah. Delicatessen.
Down to Greg. Yeah,
Godzilla should be good.
Godzilla, yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Godzilla.
I mean, you can attach Cranston to anything; it's still going to be awesome. But
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I only saw
What's that film?
Like Need to Speak with what's his name?
Aaron
Guy plays
Paul.
Jesse.
Yeah,
Yeah. I came out like,
I didn't see it in the
he
end.
loved you.
I was annoyed.
Yeah.
Wanted to see it.
Blind yourself, then go see it.
Blind was okay. Yeah.
Like, it'll be good.
What's that film coming out with like Johnny Depp, where it's like Johnny Depp and he gets...
Transcendence. Yeah.
Transcendence?
Yeah, that's the
Apparently,
one.
it is fucking awful.
Is it?
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw the trailer and I thought this looks like it could be amazing. It's got
I'm-
cast.
Super keen on seeing it.
Yeah, apparently they're like, just don't go see it. It's one of the few reviews where I've heard where they're just like, honestly, if you're up like on the fence about seeing it or not, don't see it. It's really shit.
To be fair,
I still want to see it, but
anything that is like, this is terrible, don't watch it, I will watch and then end up actually thoroughly enjoying.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was the last
I
one you
just
saw that
personally
was like,
shit.
It just goes to show that the Morgan, in the same way that the Morgan Freeman factor doesn't guarantee excellence. I'm
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman. No, it doesn't actually.
You should see
doesn't
this
actually
movie.
run. Liam Neeson is another person. Yeah, doesn't always guarantee quality.
greatness.
I watched
There's a new
Liam
Liam Neeson movie as well, isn't there?
Which one?
Like he's on a plane or something.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. Taken on a plane.
Has anybody seen that? That's been out already, right?
It's
Also, I really don't keep up with movies. I'm not too much of a movie guy. I just see trailers here and there.
yeah.
Fair
no,
enough.
it's basically taken on a plane. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
On a plane.
taken on a plane.
Takes on a plane. That was terrible. I'll just leave.
Transcendence, Godzilla, X-Men at the end of the month, which kind of
Yeah, that looks
segues
awesome.
into the whole Jennifer Lawrence thing. But yeah, X-Men, Godzilla. I only saw footage
Can't
of it
wait.
today, which had the
Sentinels.
no, the other creature. What's it called? The Moira or something. Moira?
Moira?
Not the Moira.
Mothra?
Someone's grandmother.
Where the fuck did you get Moira from?
Wait,
An old bat with a fucking knitting needle just go, "Ah!"
I tell you why I don't like that Godzilla. Knitting you a beanie.
He's a
or
very
something.
naughty dinosaur.
Who's Moira?
It was a cross between what it actually is and Mothra, if I'm honest, because I can't remember what the actual name of the thing was.
Moira Mystique, alright.
No. The thing in Godzilla, the thing that they, the winged thing in Godzilla.
Yeah, it's Mothra, isn't it?
No, I thought.
But
it was
they
Mothra.
haven't said that it's Mothra yet. Well, they haven't said what it is yet.
No, they only just released stuff in the last couple of days. It's like this freaking pterodactyl, fucking huge thing. I can't remember. I think it begins with a U or O or something. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, looks cool as shit. I can't wait to watch it.
Speaking of movies that are coming out, I don't know if you guys have heard this one. Have you guys heard of the director Terry Gilliam?
Yeah, heard of.
Yeah. He did 12 Monkeys and Brazil, which is, oh my god, Brazil is amazing. He's got another movie coming out called The Zero Theorem, which looks really weird, but like all of his movies. But if you
pretty fucking weird.
Brazil, but how good is it though?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not
he
like
used to hang out with like the Monty Python boys.
yeah.
I think he directed some of the.
I think
the
he did
movies.
live. What did he do?
Not
I had it
sure.
opened.
Wasn't he the artist? Like the cartoon bits of the Monty Python movies, I think, were
Yeah,
done by Terry
yeah.
Gilliam.
Because
Yeah, and
all
then
of these
John-
movies just have like amazing design and just everything. And again, Brazil is just jam. Like it's so modern as well. Like it was made, I think, in '85, but it's just so modern in the way it is. Anyway, yeah, they got one called the Zero Theorem, and that looks really, really good. And now I'm laughing because Gary just sent me a fucking hilarious photo. Completely.
Fucking smelt it or something.
I can't click on it because it's in my screen region. So I've got these 17 notifications that I can't fucking look at. Damn it.
Oh, Doge, advanced wow.
Advanced now.
Every time.
I'm not even part of the joke.
Oh, fuck. You're bad and you should feel bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
I don't
That was
know
very
what's
good.
going on.
Anyway, check out the Zero Theorem. You'll like
Yeah.
it.
Guaranteed.
bad one.
Or Ben will pay you your money back.
Promise?
Nom, nom,
No.
nom.
All right.
Yeah. Just look up the trailer for it. It's got Christoph Waltz in it too. And He's
good in
fucking,
everything.
yeah, I was just about to say he's fucking awesome in everything. So yeah, check it.
Check it out.
Check it. What else did I have here? I didn't have much else. What did you guys? Is there anything else you wanted to touch on?
Movie wise or just in general?
Anything at all?
Pants.
Pants?
Ants.
I'm
Don't you hate
contributing.
ants?
I did have a general sort of topic on the whole, prospect of virtual reality and whether or not they reckon it's. You guys reckon it's going to be the driving force of the next decade that gaming companies.
As far as I'm concerned, it's the equivalent of 3D. It's just a fad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it. I don't know. I think it could definitely take off more than 3D did. Whether it's got staying power kind of remains to be seen. But I mean, I tried an Oculus Rift for the first time at a gaming event a couple of months back, and I think it was like Dev Kit 1, so the resolution is pretty bad. But they're working on that, obviously. But even with pretty pixelated kind of experience, it was really cool.
Were you part of the demographic that got motion sickness?
No.
No?
Although it's weird because obviously normally you have the two sticks on the controller. In order to kind of move anywhere other than like forwards and backwards and side to side, you still need to use the looking stick, like the right stick, to turn where your character's facing. So when you turn your head, you're just turning where you're looking, but not where you're facing, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like RoboCop.
They're working on that. Like
You still need to...
got some of the dev kits at work that we've been playing with, and they're fancy.
Yeah. I think because it's got so many applications that aren't just gaming. I mean, it will never take off for things like first-person shooters because it would just be horrific. Like, everyone would get motion sickness if you tried playing COD with...
And you actually, anybody who plays like FPSs now, who wants to actually stand attached to that thing and run, no, we play these so we can sit on our fat asses.
Exactly.
You say that. There was a company, it was something that I deleted for, it was a topic that was going to come up for last week's show, and I thought, oh, fuck it, it's old news now. There was a company that had invested $3 million in this piece of hardware that went with the Oculus, which was basically a sort of concave Stairmaster kind of thing, for lack of a better word. So you'd wear the Oculus Rift, you'd have your gun, and you would be basically running on the spot with this sort of fixed belt around you, so you could still run on the spot. It would still give the inertia of you moving around and sort of turning and stuff, and it still gave you, free motion to.
I've seen that. That's
turn.
it's funky looking.
Yeah, it's it's pretty much like a. What is it? It does look like a circular treadmill, But that was got to make sure that you sort of sit within a bowl.
Pretty massive.
It was like $3 million just to say, okay, we'll develop this hardware and see if it takes off. But again, that's if they're thinking that that's going to be people got to dedicate enough room for that in their house.
Yeah, no, I don't think something like that's going to take off. But I think that the kind of immersion you get from a virtual reality headset for more passive games like Beyond Two Souls, which is almost not a game, but
interactive movie.
But immersion into something like that, or even
It's jack off to fucking what's the name?
yeah, pretty much.
Is she on the list? Tell me she's on the list. On the list
I can't not remember her name.
that you were talking about before, the top 100.
I don't know. I didn't,
The sexiest women.
if you want to go to fhm.com/girls/news/ you'll probably.
Oh god, no! Don't worry about it.
It's literally that is the
URLs
link.
are so 1990s. Sorry. I think someone suggested, I think it was on Jay's podcast actually, him and Eddie were talking about virtual reality, and they were talking about how something like Guitar Hero,
Yeah.
being kind of immersed and then like seeing a whole stadium as if you were playing to a crowd
Yeah.
would be really, really cool.
Having panties
For
thrown at you
some
and
games,
stuff.
I think
And
Yeah.
throwing
If
beer
you're
bottles
bad,
if you're
just
shit.
fucking, like, mini games of dodge the flying shit. But yeah, I think it could, and obviously, you know, you could have like kind of Google Street View, but you can actually go there or something.
Yeah. Why even
Like,
travel?
why
Why even travel anymore?
But I mean, some people can't travel, so
That's true.
I don't know. I think it has enough applications kind of outside gaming that it could become more of a thing. 3D really was just no one really cares.
Yeah.
I think
And it never got that affordable either. Like 3D TVs were always pretty expensive, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I can count on probably 2 fingers the amount of 3D movies I've seen on my TV. That literally the first day that we got it, I was like, oh yeah, I've got what was it? Avengers. Had that on 3D. Watched that in 3D. Haven't put the glasses on since.
No, yeah, we've got, like, our new TV's got the 3D glasses, and I have one 3D movie that I've not watched.
I can't wait to not watch it.
Pardon?
I can't wait to not watch this movie.
No, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. It's got to be a movie that, you know, it's worthwhile being in 3D. I mean, Avatar, yeah, fair enough. Avengers, yeah, probably fair enough as well. But like, yeah, Notting Hill 3D. What? The last thing I need is Hugh Grant coming at me in 3D. Yeah.
Stumbling at you. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Fuckity, fuck.
Oh, fuckity fuck that bollocks. Dear.
And Ron, Ellen Page doesn't feature in that top 100
That's the one.
at all.
You look at it pretty much straight away. At all. That's because she changed her sexual orientation.
I don't think she
I will
changed it.
forgive her.
Yeah, she did go.
She was like,
yes, it's
flip
June.
that switch.
We know what you mean, though.
That was actually whilst, I mean, we alluded to the fact that she made that switch whilst you were in the USA at the time. So we thought,
I watched that show.
we thought
Yeah.
that there was a connection was way too strong there. So, oh, funny that. Yeah.
I should just hunted her down. But, you know,
Ben,
sometimes at the end of the night, I can't even find my own penis.
can you go through the top 10 for me, Ben? Because
Top 10.
it's on my screen region.
All right, well, yeah, it's okay. Number 1 was...
Oh, but no. Whoa. Build to it. Got to build to it, buddy.
Sorry, yeah.
10 downwards, man.
Yeah, sorry.
To,
I thought because we were talking about it before, and I thought everyone already knew number 1, but
yeah.
Well, we did.
anyway,
Yeah, we don't know number
whatever. Yeah, true. Sorry. Number 10, Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Would
Woodbang.
Say that in English. Fuck me, man.
Number 9.
No, that's how you say her name.
Did I get it?
Johansson.
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 Johansson. Okay, maybe not in that stupid accent.
Oh, do you guys want to read the list then? Oh my god. Number 9's Nicole Scherzinger.
Scherzinger. Yeah. Pussycat Dolls. Yeah. Oh, she's amazing.
Okay.
Gives a shit about her. Yeah, she hasn't done shit in years. Why is she there?
Yeah, it's not a Nobel Peace Prize, dude.
Sorry.
It's World's Sexiest Woman. She's,
No, this shit matters.
yeah. Yeah, but what have you
How
done?
is she in the top 10?
What have you done for me lately? What? Apart from
Number
standing
8.
here, apart from
Number
standing
8
here
is
looking hot.
Number 8 is Lucy Mecklenburg.
Who?
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah. Number 7 is Be Once Knowles. Sorry, Beyonce.
That actually got me, man. I'm like,
Oh,
wait.
Bay Once. I love Bay Once.
Yeah.
She's great.
Bay Once.
Bay
Not
Once
to be confused with
Knowles.
Bay Twice.
Yeah.
Number 6, Gav, you'll like this. Who am I going to say? If I say you like this,
Oh crap.
come on.
Craig McLaughlin.
How old are you? This is gonna stump me.
Is it the one you like? The guy who played Screech from Saved by the Bell.
Oh yeah,
Close.
Dustin
Mila
Diamond.
Kunis.
Mila Kunis. I was going to say Mila Kunis.
Oh, I don't get the
Yes,
fuss with
yeah.
Mila Kunis. Like, well, I kind of do, but
She's got a weird forehead. Her head's like, yeah.
she's
You have a
got
look
weird
at it.
nose.
Yeah. Number 5 is Kaylee Cuoco.
Oh, yes.
Really?
Oh,
No,
Penny, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just okay.
Yeah, she's all right.
Woodbane.
Number 4, Emily Ratajkowski, however you pronounce it. Ratajkowski. Was she in that that film clip or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who she is.
Laura Blinds?
Yeah, that one. Is that who she is?
I thought she had like a really weird first and last name, like European sounding, but I'm not sure.
Number 3, this one threw me off a little bit. Rihanna.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I'm not saying she's ugly, but number 3, really? Number 2,
It goes all the way back to here.
Huh?
Same as Michelle Keegan.
Yeah, Michelle Keegan for number 2.
Who's
I
that?
don't know who that is.
She's the Coronation Street girl.
She's very popular over here.
Yeah.
Is she Coronation Street? Oh yeah, she's Coronation Street. Yeah.
Yeah. Tina, I think her name. That's the only reason I
And
actually go around.
And numero uno is Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrency. Yeah.
I was a little bit upset that Kate Upton was number 18.
Wow, yeah. Whoever made this list fucking sucked. I'm looking at the actual list right now.
Oh, yeah. I thought Ron was going to try and call each and every one of them to see.
How do you feel about being number 18?
Number 79, Miley Cyrus.
79.
Top 100.
As in, she shouldn't be there at all.
Yeah.
I mean, she should almost be like in the
Negative.
top 100 men or something like that. I mean, she looks exactly like Justin Bieber.
This girl?
Yeah. Number 79, Justin Bieber, because it's the same person.
Yeah.
If you're watching
As
this,
a joke,
Justin,
they probably should have put Justin Bieber in here. That would have been hilarious. Miranda Kerr, 48.
nah, wait, this should have been way higher.
Yeah, way higher.
Way higher.
Yeah, she should be.
42, Kate Moss. Come on.
Yeah, if you're into fucking junkies, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Sexy.
Carmen
Is
Electra.
Kate Moss even still like a thing?
Yeah. Carmen Electra is still in there. She's 69.
Alison Brie, 39. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Who?
No way. She should be like
Alison
Alison
Brie.
Alison Brie. Good. Yes.
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 Yeah, you see, Gav found my Instagram.
Oh, yeah. That is probably the best.
Whoa,
one.
You
what?
wrote one out to her too.
Yeah.
You are half these
I just started watching Community and I was just like, yeah.
she's amazing. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I actually haven't watched Community in ages. Like, I don't know. I'm debating whether to get back
Because it
into
went
it.
shit for a while.
Like season 5 or something.
Season
just went
5, so.
off the track.
Lois. What?
Who are half these fuckers?
89 is Lois Griffin. Radio.
Who?
Wait, doesn't she have like
Oh,
a
Lois Griffin, what?
Yeah.
89?
For a moment I was just like, that's not a real person.
Yeah. 78, Marge
Who
Simpson.
made this list fucking retard?
Number 11, Dean Selma.
That's ridiculous. It's like one of the
Britney
worst fucking
Spears,
lists.
59. Get lost.
Is she even still
out.
relevant anymore? God, don't even know.
21, Nigella Lawson. Yes. Yes.
Oh, do yourself a
Only
favour.
which is
If you haven't already, and you probably would have already, but just go to YouTube and type in Nigella Lawson talks dirty.
Oh.
That's the funniest thing ever.
Although, let's be quite honest, like, there's a Jamie Oliver one, which is actually better.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
so good.
so I guess it's just like a supercut of like them saying things out of context.
Yeah.
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 Awesome.
These are really well produced.
Like
someone
her
poured
one
their
is
heart
just,
and soul into them.
her one is something like there's nothing better, and then a hard cut to like then the smell of, and then for some reason I don't know what episode it would be, but she says the word pussy. So the sentence as it goes is like there's nothing better than the smell of pussy wafting through the kitchen. And I just lost it straight away. Put 2 big lumps, and it's all hard cuts. It's all like Okay, put 2 nice big hard lumps onto my chest and all these other things.
There are so many of them.
Beautiful. Yeah, the Jamie Oliver one sends about, how do you like your balls? Like, oh, meatballs? What are you cooking meatballs? Quite funny.
So that's the list.
That's the list. Yeah. Some glaring
the worst
omissions,
list
but
ever.
yeah. I had a topic for Ron actually, because it was sort of Metal Gear related. Did you end up playing Ground Zeroes? Not Ground Zero.
Huh?
Yeah, Ground
No,
Zeroes.
because I read that everywhere it wasn't worth it.
Mm.
And like,
Well, 1
Apparently
million
it's
people would disagree with you, it seems.
wow, what happened?
Well, 1 million people bought it.
Oh, but that out of that
That
million,
doesn't mean
there
they
was
liked it.
yeah, most of them probably would have been like,
Well, in
yeah,
other words,
don't
the
bother.
marketing worked for it. Put it that way.
That is exactly the kind of Activision logic
Yeah,
about
propa-
Call of Duty.
yeah,
Oh, look how many people
Activision
pre-ordered that
propaganda.
game. We must be doing everything right.
Yeah,
Seek Heil,
Yeah.
Activision. Schnell. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, whether or not people got as much out of it as what they wanted to, for a reduced price title, who knows? I don't know. When does that one come out? That's later in the year as well. It's like October or November.
the full one. Yeah,
Fans in Pain.
way later this year. I will check that out because first time on Xbox, so stoked. Not that. I'm still looking up these girls on fucking FHM. Who the fuck is Michelle Keegan?
Well,
Coronation
Is he on
Street.
something or?
it's like the Aussie, well, English version of Neighbours, for the loosest comparison I could draw to it.
What?
It's a very long-standing
Never heard of it.
TV show in England. It's been going for like 50
It's
years.
just heartbreaking.
She's hot though. She is hot. Fair call.
Yeah, she is. I'm just like, but
I'm not sure she's top 10 though, but if they did this by like an audience vote and it was mainly like people from the UK voting, I understand why she ranked that highly.
Yeah,
Because, yeah, it's like a cult.
that's it. She's engaged to
Ron's
the
kid
guy
was there.
from The Only Way is Essex. So I mean, take from that what you will.
Doesn't it
Fantastic.
show like?
I try to
like,
forget
actually
all of these
dumb
things
actors?
actually exist. Like, I try to just pretend that my country isn't producing this
Such
bullshit. But
garbage.
That show was pretty fucking bad.
The oh God, what else was that? Like
you
Made in
should see the
Chelsea.
Liverpool one. You should see, Desperate Housewives. That is literally the worst show. The most annoying show you can ever
Really?
watch.
Which one?
Desperate
Desperate
Housewives.
Housewives.
Oh fuck yeah! There's like 50.
There's
of
another.
them.
There's a new Liverpool one as well because apparently we need more Liverpudlians on TV.
Yeah, Stephen
Like a
Gerrard's not
strange
allowed.
couple. We got like the Real Housewives of fucking Melbourne now, and I want to kill myself because I'm fucking Australian. It's fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
Do they have particularly annoying accents in Melbourne?
No.
Hey,
Because
No, they're pretty much the same.
that's that. Okay, so at least you're dodging that bullet then.
Yeah. But I mean, the American ones is like, you know, Housewives of Atlanta and New York and Orange County and all that shit. But
Yeah, it's like Jersey Shore. Oh, and they made Geordie Shore. It's like, oh my god, stop.
we have a lot of English people at our work, and there was a few. We've got a couple of Manx. We've got a couple of Irish. Not that that's the UK. Well, it's the
Yeah,
UK.
Manx are fine. Like they just, it's just the freaking Scousers and the Geordies.
Yeah. That is hilarious though. Is it Stephen Gerrard's wife and 3 other people, and that's it?
It's
I don't even know who that is.
Well,
it's not.
I
'cause it's
kind
not
of
like
realised
they're
that
actually
from the extreme
slightly
silence.
famous people.
The extreme
The
silence.
extreme silence that the other 3 guys were just like, crickets,
Who the what? now?
crickets. Yeah. What is that?
Is somebody listening to something?
No. No, we're on the phone to Optus after our constant disconnections that we're being told isn't a network problem.
Oh, weird.
Is that an automated? Is that an RVA that you're listening to?
No, it's a retard.
Is that what the R stands for?
No, like, in the sense that we've had 2 texts out in the last month for disconnections, and tonight it's dropping as you can see, every 3 minutes.
Retarded
We
voice
dropped
announcement.
this again.
You can send them this this podcast as proof for the amount of podcast the
Yeah,
disconnects.
they'll definitely look at it.
What? He's gone.
Almost perfect timing.
That was almost perfect. Yeah, that's all right. Disconnected, trying to reconnect. Yeah. Oh well, we shall forge ahead. I didn't have much else on anyway. In terms of other topics. Was there anything biting at you guys needed to discuss? Get off your chest. Ben, do you need to grind your gears some more? Up to you, buddy.
No.
No.
That FHM list is really, really bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just incredibly bad.
Would you make them your boss fight? We want to fight all 100 women?
Oh no, that'd be awesome. I
See where I was going with that?
if you say fight them and place the word fight with have sex with, yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay.
Except the ones I don't like 90% of them actually, because I don't know half of these girls and I don't know what they're from or who is Una Chaplin.
Would that really stop you though?
Yeah, that's it.
No, not really.
You want to sit them down on a on a sort of a 2-person arrangement and just sort of go, right, before I bless you with my penis, what have you done in recent history that
Yeah. Then I could brag about it. Even like with what's her name, Kate Moss. I'd be like, that's what you've done. Cool. Afterwards, when I'm bragging to my mates, it'll be like, cool. I had sex with a junkie.
the most,
That's
cre-
all I'd say.
the most credible thing that you could lend to things. I had sex with a junkie.
Pure genius.
Genius.
Pure genius. Pure genius.
As opposed to Scarlett Johansson. Yeah. Well, we'll wait for Cawthor to come back and then we'll sign off. Let me see if I can dig around and see if there's
Could be
anything
here
else.
for a while.
Yeah.
Well, just quickly, just before, it's a pretty big topic kind of at the moment, but we can discuss it. But anyway, I mentioned before Total Biscuits
yeah, sorry.
released that video, like his little vlog thing, where he said that he may have bowel cancer, which is like obviously awful. And then the whole idea of the video was basically to say how silly he was, where he had all these symptoms of it and never ever got it checked out because he was just like, well, look, I'm just stressed. I'm eating bad at the moment. It's just a combination of those sort of things. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with me. And then it kind of got to a point where he's like, no, I really need to go see a doctor. And they did. And then he was like, yeah, it looks like there's something there which can be related to bowel cancer. And the whole idea of the video was kind of just to raise awareness, get it out to as many people as possible, just so, more people can go get the check for it. But everyone was just like having a massive whinge saying he's using like his own personal misfortune to get like a whole sob story out there and everyone to watch that particular video so he gets more views on it. And everyone was just saying he was just a huge whinger, which is just like
just when
fucking ridiculous. Like, how stupid do you have to be?
Yeah.
Like, how can you not get it? Like, how bitter are you to say, oh, he's just doing that just for publicity?
And there's a load of people that just take a quite indecent amount of pleasure out of trolling Total Biscuit. Like he has like just a following of people that just hate on him all the time.
Yeah, just for the sake of hating on him.
Yeah.
Maybe they
Yeah,
don't get as many likes as he does.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, they probably don't have like 1.6 million subscribers or whatever he's got.
So it's just
Unfortunately,
frustrating.
it's tall poppy
Yeah.
syndrome, isn't it? It's I mean,
Massively.
you
Yeah.
get to that size, and you'd like to think that a vast portion, and it probably is true for him and and Syndicate and PewDiePie and stuff, and all the people have got a huge following of people. But with that huge following of people, there's always going to be these fuckwit trolls that just take pleasure in.
I mean, it's weird. It seems to me like there are a handful of YouTubers, usually the older guys, like the guys in their 30s, or so this gets like 29, I think, around there. Who
nothing wrong with doing YouTube in your 30s, mate. It's all right. Nothing wrong with.
Yeah.
Oh, no. But like Total Biscuit, Boogie, Nerd Cubed have all kind of been very upfront about just how much like the hate has affected them, as opposed to you have guys like Syndicate and PewDiePie who just kind of, and like KSI and all these guys just kind of going through life like in a very happy-go-lucky way. And I just find it interesting how it's really got into, like, it's psychologically affected some of the guys, and some people seem to be completely unaffected by it.
Do you think it's a case of it is the acknowledgement of it that just fuels that fire? Because I mean, I know that
I think it's certainly true to an extent, because I mean, PewDiePie, a lot of people kind of hate PewDiePie because of how successful he is, and a lot of people are very jealous of him, and a lot of people think that he doesn't deserve for the content he produces, he doesn't deserve the success that he's had. I think it's mostly jealousy, but his videos don't really get like the like ratio. Obviously, he's getting shitloads of likes, but he doesn't get that many dislikes compared to someone like Total Biscuit, or I mean, Boogie is obviously a kind of a walking target anyway.
him and
But
Wings
someone like Nerd Cubed, and I just think acknowledging it and letting it get to you just fuels the fire, really.
Yeah, in the hope that the people that do support you
remotely
come.
big enough to have to worry about it.
But that's the thing.
Never
It's
watch
like
any
it's such a deterrent. It's like if you wanted to, I mean, not that it would probably happen all that often now, purely because there are that many videos out there to say, look, if you're coming into YouTube this sort of late into the party, you better be something, damn special or something so unique that, doing anything full time on YouTube is pretty much just a death sentence. Or, if you like being trolled, come onto YouTube. But
Well, yeah, I mean, I think I have a very thick skin for it, but and I've dealt with some pretty bad trolling a couple of times over the 3 years I've been doing it. But it just, I don't know, I just don't. Some of these guys just seem to really let it get to them, and I'm not saying like that's a kind of active choice they're making. It just seems like, I guess they're wired differently or something.
who knows?
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, I should put you in charge of my my PR if I ever get to a size like that. Not that I will, obviously, but yeah, Ron, you can handle my PR. Just a single.
But that's the
copy and
thing as
paste
well. Like
email.
you want to say just like fuck it sort of thing, which obviously is pretty much what you have to do. But you kind of want to know the reasoning why someone is like so hateful, and it's like, explain to me why are you so angry, sort of thing. But there's no logic behind it. And then when you're kind of dealing with someone, but when you're dealing with someone that's not being logical, it's just like, it's stupid. And I think that's what the frustrating thing is. It's just you absolutely have nothing else better to do.
Or I can help. Like I'll go over to England. We can hunt them down one by one.
Just walk around with a piece of paper with the IP addresses. Okay, this one's here.
Yeah. you knock on the door, and then when they open the door, it's like, I'll be behind them, and boom, just fucking, I'm already strangling them, and or I can just come up behind.
They actually had that a while back. I think it was a footballer or someone was getting an insane amount of hate and death threats and stuff over Twitter, like racist comments and all this. And he found out like the IP address of the main guy. Yeah. And he was literally tweeting like, driving there now. And like like everyone was just following it, and then the guy like suddenly apologizes. Is like, no shit, wait, no, I'm sorry. Like he just shat himself because the guy was like literally taking like a selfie in his car. Like, right, I'm driving to this guy's house right now. I'm gonna fuck him up.
This is me.
Like
This
with
is me at the gun
That
shop.
was amazing.
Hey. This is
Because
the
that's
gun
the
I
thing, like with
bought.
Twitter, you can pretty much like directly contact the people who are like hating on you, right? I mean that goes directly to them.
Well, they need to follow you.
Yeah.
I don't have Twitter. I don't care for it. But like, it's just it directly contacts you to them, just kind of like Facebook, right? But with other people, just like create like 50 fake accounts, and then you can still kind of track them, though, right?
Yeah, you could if you wanted to. I'm sure.
Well, you want to. That's what you want to do.
Not everyone has access to like some sort of CIA level IP tracking kind of facility that.
I saw that shit in Dick Smith yesterday. Like, just find a place and like get them now. Hunt these cunts down.
.com.au.
Because they'll react just like the footballer that you mentioned. So,
Interesting.
because yeah, I don't get it. Like, but you'll never get an explanation. Hey, it's like I wanted to be a dick because I could be. It's probably the smartest thing that'll come out of their mouth before they start begging.
Yeah.
Please don't shoot my kneecaps.
Oh, that's if I'm going easy on them. Jeez, kneecaps, bah, pish posh.
So 2012 kneecaps gone. I go straight for the Achilles tendons now.
That's right. It's always the Achilles now.
Well, Chris Cawthorne just said that he's having a little trouble getting back on, so I think he's pretty much done for the show, unfortunately. Which is probably a segue for us to say goodbye. I mean, Ron's just going, well, what's he doing? I have little to no idea of what you're doing. So yeah,
I just like doing it now. It's pretty fun. All this positivity is great.
Spastic. So yeah. It's not called Spastic Society anymore, it's called Scope. There you go. A little bit of trivia for you. So yeah, that was episode 21 of QuadFeed. Want to say a big thanks to Jamie, who is at the Ruffle Raptor, both on Twitter and on YouTube.com/the Ruffle Raptor. Thanks to Cawthorne, who is on the Overindulgence podcast, so be sure to give them a look. And they've got their own YouTube as well, but I'm not sure of how many videos there are. They're pretty much an audio podcast, so have a listen to them, and I'm sure you will like them as much as what we do as well. Thanks to Ron. Thanks, Ron. Thanks for making me insanely hungry.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go to the kitchen.
You've got this one to go, man.
Oh, God. You're going to eat that? It's probably like stone cold. Well, although if it's an apple pie, it's probably nearly approaching eating temperature.
That is this is the world's biggest apple pie, by the way. If this was an apple pie, it's one of those new wraps, so I'm giving it a crack. Oh. You're gonna watch me. You're gonna sit there and watch me.
McDonald's unboxing.
The world's best unboxing.
Unboxing a review.
Yeah,
This is the other part of the segment of the show.
that's it. Take the first bite. I want to know what...
How many ejaculations out?
Shit.
Finn. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you on the next podcast. Bye for now. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Ron's just fucked off already. Awesome. Par for the course. See you guys.